I think a lot of victims of date rape are almost afraid to even tell their friends what happened, because they think, well, maybe I was drinking too much, maybe I led this person on. And those feelings must be very hard to deal with.
Right.
What are you supposed to do in that situation?
Well, I think just quickly look at what date rape is. I hate the term date rape or marriage rape. It's rape. It's just that it's rape that's usually performed by people that you know. You know, date rape is usually people that you're comfortable with, people that you've met, people that you've been at least on one date with, friends. It's not always strangers. You know, if you're in a club, it can be a stranger, but it's usually people you know. And they move in quietly. They're predators who take their time and manipulate you into trusting them. And I think it's important to understand that rape isn't always violent and loud. It can be quiet and gentle and without you saying anything because you're too shocked, frankly. You know, there are different ways of responding to a threat. We often think of there being flight or flight. But there's also freeze, where your body just goes into shutdown and you sit through it or you move through it because you don't know how to respond to what's happening.
And you don't know what else to do.
There's no shouting, there's no screaming, there's no struggle. You literally didn't expect this to happen. Your boundaries have completely been violated, your body's being violated, and this is someone you thought you trusted. And I think that kind of bounces back to the Cosby scenario. Where all the women knew him, they trusted him as a figure,
a mentor.
And I think when it comes to date rape with people that you know, it plays into that, and that's what makes it so difficult to deal with afterwards. Was it you? Were you crazy? Did you imagine something? Did you put out a vibe? Why would somebody that you know and you trust, why would they do that to you? And you didn't fight and you didn't scream and he didn't hit you, so it's probably not. And I think that's where it becomes very difficult for people to talk about it. And the amount of times I've spoken to women who will give a scenario of what's happened only to realize, oh shit, I think that might have been rape.
I think at the end of the day, if you think you were violated and you did something that you didn't want to do, or something happened to you that you couldn't control, it's safe to say that you can say you've been raped. And
well, I think a safer bet is to say if you find yourself in that position, that you need to find support for that. And there are people and organizations out there that can support you through the process of finding out what happened to you and how to deal with that from there. And one of the most popular ones in South Africa, of course, is Rape Crisis. But there's also Lifeline, there's Power. There are places for you to get help and to find safety.
If you would like any more information on this topic from Dorothy Black, you can catch her on the dotspot.net, or you can reach out to her on Twitter. Her handle is Dorothy Black.